Did you know about this unreleased pet in Grow A Garden? Or how you can get any gear for absolutely free? Today I'm exposing 17 secrets you forgot inside of Grow A Garden. And as the video goes on, the secrets only get rarer, with the last one being something nobody knows. So I wouldn't want to miss that. But starting off with the first secret, did you guys know that the Zen world was actually supposed to be completely different? As we all know, you're supposed to hand in tranquil plants to the Zen channeler to grow your tree. However, what I bet you guys didn't know is this event was almost completely different. Because as we can see inside of Night Fox's video, inside of the test server, when you talk to Unk the Monk, things actually look completely different. Because as you guys can see here, there's actually a bunch of Zen quests. And after you complete those quests, you get rewards such as Zen eggs and seed packs. However, you'd also gain Zen to grow your tree. However, a lot of people were complaining about it in the test servers because it was a little boring, so they scrapped it. For secret number 2, can you guys guess what this item is? 3, 2, 1, and you guys are wrong. This is actually a firework. And no, it's not the firework flower. Some of you guys might remember right over here, they actually did a July 4th update for Independence Day that only lasted one day. And inside of that shop, they had a bunch of different July 4th themed items, such as this firework. However, this is no flower because if you click it, it actually bursts up and writes Grow A Garden in the sky. Like, who knows that? I've never used one of these. But if you thought that those secrets were crazy, those are just 2 of the most known out of the 17 secrets that get rarer and rarer, with the last one being known by little to nobody. But I'm sure you all know that you can sell your pets at the sell stuff stall. Like, I can go ahead and sell this starfish and get a few shekels. But what I bet you didn't know is if we come over to the pet eggs and sell it to the pet guy, you can actually sell your pet here, but he gives you less cash? Grow A Garden, why? But for the next secret, did you know about these 2 admin seeds that were only obtainable in the game for 2 days? That's right, this is the cherry blossom seed and this is the lemon seed. These were both only obtainable by regular players for 2 days by a silly little bug. These were supposed to be admin seeds, however, for 2 days only in Grow A Garden's early days, if you came over here and bought a tomato for Robux, you would get the lemon seed. And if you purchased a strawberry for Robux, you would get a cherry blossom. I don't even know how the devs messed up this bad, but that is still insanely rare and makes these 2 seeds some of the rarest things in the game. But not as rare as the secrets by the end of the video, which literally only 0.01% of people know. But I'm sure we all know about mutation sprays, which you can use to mutate any plant of your choice. And to craft these mutation sprays, you need something called a cleaning spray. But what I bet you didn't know is that this cleaning spray actually has a purpose and is actually so useless. Because if I go to my burnt and corrupt carrot here and cleaning spray it, all of the mutations disappear? Why is this even a thing? But did you guys know that you can get literally any gear for free? And it comes from this pet right here, the mole. This is a rare pet that comes out of the night egg back in the night event at a 22% chance, so this is a fairly common pet. However, it has a really cool ability. If I go ahead and place this down and view it, you guys can see that every 72 seconds it digs down to find treasure, and that treasure includes gear or shekels, which means that you can get free master sprinklers, free level up lollipops, and so much more. But we all know that Grow All costs 375 Robux, where you can go ahead and grow up your entire garden with just one click. But what if I were to tell you that instead of spending 375 Robux, you could spend just 99? So if I go ahead and make a new account, and oh hey, you guys should listen to the username and subscribe. Okay, I don't know why it's not working, but this is what it looks like. You get 2,000 shekels, an apple seed, and you get to grow all for 99 Robux. Now this sounds like a cool feature in theory, but when I bought mine when I started the game, I had like 3 carrots placed down, so it did like basically nothing. It does give you shekels and an apple, which is nice, but we still have way more secrets to cover, so let's move on to those ones. Like, I'm sure we all know about the traveling merchants. For instance, there's this sky merchant, the mutation spray merchant, and so many more. But did you know that using these merchants, you can actually get access to exclusive old event items? That's right, so every 4 hours when the traveling merchant spawns, you guys have a chance to not only get the honey shop, but also the summer harvest shop, with all of the old summer seeds. I don't know if you guys knew this, maybe I'm just dumb, but I did not know about that for the longest time, and I was so confused. But something that even more people forgot about is, did you guys know that your pets have names? You guys probably just went like, oh, I remember that, because I swear, bro, nobody remembers these. If I just place down a bunch of random pets right now, they will actually have a ton of names. So if we open up the side, there's Gigi, Azzo, Dazzy, Sammy, Kit, Suki, Mally, and Sammy. Like, what? You can't rename them, and coolest of all, there are 78 possible names you guys can get. Like, imagine having a pet named Jazzy. That that is super cool. But that is something only 1% of people remember because that is absolutely absurd. Not nearly as absurd as the 0.01% secret at the end of the video because that one is just plain insane. But basically nobody knows about every single one of these secret forgotten pets. You see, these pets right here were supposed to be added into Grow a Garden, however they got scrapped, and we're going to be going over the history of 5 of them right now. The first one is the golden bee. This one was supposed to come inside of the bee egg, inside of the busy bees event, however it got scrapped for whatever reason. And I mean, I do kind of understand why. If we go and press view, it's basically just a worse dragonfly with 1.22% chance that harvested fruit become gold on the harvest. The next one is the firefly, and this is only found inside of the test servers, and just look at this thing, so cute and so small. If we check the ability, there's a 3% chance of something nearby becoming shocked. Now I do kind of understand why this pet got removed. I mean, it is very tiny. However, we won't really know the true answer. The next one is the red dragon, which is an admin pet, which every 78 seconds gives something a 20% chance to become burned. Kind of trash, not gonna lie, but the last pet actually has the most interesting backstory with the best new ability, and that is the jandel monkey. This pet was actually mentioned by Jandel during one of the admin abuse events before the update, where he said that he was gonna give one of these jandel monkeys to one singular person, making it the rarest pet in the entire game. However, they never ended up adding it, but this is it right here in a modded game, and by viewing it, you guys can see every 43 seconds it wakes up his wife, which causes a nearby fruit to receive all mutations. But let me know which one of these admin pets you guys want the most in the comment section down below. Did you guys know that Grow a Garden actually let you buy shekels? Yes, so we all know that I have a 1.2 quadrillion shekels. Yes, I'm so cool, but I could have actually just paid to win that entire thing, and that's because in Grow a Garden's early days you were able to purchase shekels with Robux. However, the shekel amounts were not that big, and it was actually insanely expensive. I can understand why they removed it because it becomes obsolete after like 5 minutes of playing, but that is still an insane secret that only 0.1% of people know. But that's not as crazy as the secret at the end of the video, which nobody knows. But do you guys remember the space travel event in Grow a Garden? This event right over here, where there's a bunch of these weird beams with these rocks in the sky. And when Jandel was running this event for the first time, he said that there was a special Easter egg hidden somewhere on this map. However, many weeks later, and nobody had found it. He also set this clue called "What comes up must come down." But it turns out all you guys need to do is get 4 friends in the server, climb all the way up to the tallest asteroid, and stand on it. And with 4 players, the asteroid will break and give you just a 0.3% chance of getting the star-rised mutation. A super rare mutation and a super rare secret. But getting into the last 2 secrets, with this secret only 0.05% of people knowing, did you know that the quest building was actually a separate building altogether? Yes guys, we all know that the gear shop has not only the gears, but the daily quests. We can press show me daily quest and they'll go ahead and grant us seed packs for completion. And we also know that the cosmetics and crafting is here and the pet stall is here. But what nobody knows is that the gear shop and the quest giver were the only 2 buildings on this other side of the map, and this will shock you all. This is an image of what this side of the map used to look like, and this quest giver was insane. It's the exact same as it being in the gear shop, however it was a whole different shop. This was before the pet update and the cosmetic update, which makes the secret super rare. But now getting into the secret that only 0.01% of people know. And this is going to blow your mind. It's because we all know of admin mutations, right? Such as the volcano, black hole, alien invasion, and so much more. However, nobody knows about these secret admin weather events. You see, Vindooly did a video with Jandel where he showed off a bunch of new admin mutations, including this one where you have to spell out Grow a Garden on the map, and this cool rainbow one which gives you the rainbow mutation. All of these admin events never ended up coming to Grow a Garden, which makes it the secret that only 0.01% of people know. But comment down below how many secrets you guys knew out of the 17. Like the video if you learned at least one thing new, and subscribe to be part of the OG 10k subs. And anyways, I will see you all later.